proud to serve as the chairman of the board of the Baltimore Municipal Golf Corporation, overseeing Baltimore's historic 5 classic courses. We're here at Forest Park, which is near and dear to me. It's my the first time that I ever played golf, probably 25 years ago. I remember because I shot in the 130 range and I was pretty happy about it. And it's also where my oldest daughter, Jessica, learned to play golf. So we could not be more excited this morning to have Mayor Catherine Pugh here. She's an amazing civic leader, national thinker, and a golfer. Yay. We are thrilled to announce the first Mayor's Cup, which will be from May 26th to June 3rd. As chair of the Baltimore Golf Week featuring the Mayor's Cup, I look forward to raising funds for the Baltimore City Youth Works program. Over the years, the Baltimore Municipal Golf Corporation has contributed over $8 million to youth programs in Baltimore. Baltimore City Youth Works programs provide summer jobs to thousands of youth in the city and help them gain valuable experience. This is the sales pitch. I would like for other corporate partners to join us in supporting this effort. Foulstone Partners, my company, has agreed to support this endeavor at the $25,000 level, and we have been joined by BG&E as well. We encourage everyone. Wait, that deserves a round of applause. We encourage everyone to visit our website, which is the classic5golf.com. Baltimore Golf Week will feature a number of events. There's the Mayor's Cup, there's a junior golf kickoff and reception, and the Tim Sanders plaque dedication. There's a $1 million hole-in-one at the Pine Ridge Driving Range. There's a $50,000 hole-in-one shootout here, Forest Park, various skills contests, and there will be a foot golf outing at Carroll Park. So we are extremely excited. Our board, which works tirelessly, our advisory committee, which is committed to making this an amazing event, we are looking forward to this. I would like for members of the staff that are here to stand up from the Baltimore Municipal Golf Corporation. Board members, Colin, you can stand up. Chuck. You got the staff working. I'm excited to introduce the #1 mayor in the United States, Mayor Catherine Pugh.
First, let me say thank you to Larry for taking this on. Larry just said this morning when I walked in, we got to stop meeting this way, because just yesterday I had him in another meeting looking at property tax reduction throughout the city we know that we go down through 2020, and so we don't wait until we get to 2020 to try to figure out what we need to do. And so Larry is chairing that particular committee as well. So thank you for your service. Thank you for all of your work. I'm really excited. As you all know, I am a golfer, but more importantly, this is my home golf course. I call Forest Park my country club. This is my country club. This is where I learned how to play golf, and I'll never forget, I guess it's been at least a decade now, where I was asked by one of my girlfriends what I was doing on a Tuesday night. And I said the usual, I'm at a community meeting. And she says, well, you need to come on. I think they were in their 4th week, Larry, of the 12-week. We do a 12-week program here for women. And so this is for all the women out there who've not learned how to play golf. We still do it right here at Forest Park. And what was so cool about it, what is so great about it, is that you can be surrounded by 100 women who don't know anything about golf, and it really is putting the time in to practice And someone said to me one day after we had gone through our training class, I stood outside and then I went across the street and I would hit balls for hours. And somebody said, you must be really serious about this game. And I am very serious about this game. Don't play as much as I like to, but this Baltimore's Mayor's Cup and the week sponsorship, this whole activity is about our young people. And you're going to hear from a young man who actually started out in our Youth Works program. If you don't know it, it's 16,500 young people applied to go to work this summer. This is way beyond the average of 5,000 to 8,000 a year. 16,500 young people applied to go to work this summer. And we want to make sure they work. And that's at a cost of about $1,600 per student. So this money is being dedicated to our Youth Works program, which really excites me. But more importantly, I want everybody out there to understand that they can play a role. You don't have to be the greatest golfer. You can just be an average golfer or somebody who's learning how to play golf and put together your foursome, come out here and support the youth. Larry has given you the dates of the event, and it goes from May 26th through June 3rd. I look forward to handing out the Mayor's Cup, but more importantly, I look forward to everybody having some fun. Have some fun on all 5 of our golf courses. And also, this gives you an opportunity to introduce people around the city, around the state, to our beautiful golf courses. And we have some great golf courses here in the city. So hopefully, on all 5 courses, it'll be a shotgun start. We'll pack those courses, we'll raise money for our youth, and more importantly, we get people to see other parts of our city that they probably would not ordinarily see. And you know, I want to say this because as I travel around the country and around the world, you know, one of the things I always try to do is play golf when I'm away in another city. We are one of the few cities in America that has these many golf courses in the city that you don't have to go 10 miles to get to. And I'm from Philadelphia, so I'm speaking from experience, you know, where neighborhoods are surrounded by beautiful grass and golfers who are exercising to some extent, but those who get out and walk. But at the same time, it is a great asset to any community to have a golf course, and we've got 5 in Baltimore, and it doesn't get much better than that. Do you want to come on up and talk a little bit about Youth Works and why this is important? But again, you all, let's get those teams together. I don't care what kind of golfer you are, everybody can get together a team. You can look at the levels of sponsorships. The sponsorships range from the box sponsor from $500 all the way up to $25,000. You heard we already got 2 $25,000 sponsors. So, board, we expect great things from you all. But more importantly, I don't know what that's about. But more importantly, let's get everybody playing golf May 26th through June 3rd. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pugh. I certainly want to thank the mayor for her leadership in terms of being the cheerleader for our young people in Baltimore City, and thank the golf club for their leadership and support in our summer jobs program. Having 16,500 young people sign up for a job that starts in June is major. And that says that we have young people in this city that want to work. And so we encourage you to support the Youth Works program. You can hire, you can donate, or you can host. And we do have some information on the table in terms of how you can do just that. We have about 7,500 jobs pledged, committed to date, but we need many more. And so we would encourage and ask you to reach out to your partners and to your colleagues and to your business partners to say we've got young people who have been prepared, they've been screened, they have been prepared for interviews to come out to the interview with employers, and we have young people who are committed to work. And we have a young man I think is a great example of the kind of young people that we have in our pool, Stephon Moody, who is an employee now of the Maryland Stadium Authority, former Youth Works participant.
Yay.
Good morning. My name is Stephon Moody. I am 20 years old. I graduated from Renaissance Academy, and I currently work for the Maryland Stadium Authority. I work at Raven Stadium. I would like to thank Madam Mayor Catherine Pugh and Mr. Larry Jennings from the Baltimore Municipal Golf Corporation for inviting me here today to help spread awareness for YouthWorks. I started YouthWorks when I was 14. My first job was at Tapsco Valley State Park, and I worked there for 6 years. My overall YouthWorks experience was a great one. I learned dignity, self-preservation, and I learned how to be a better employee. I always considered myself a good worker, but with YouthWorks, it pointed out some flaws, and it helped me better those. And that is how I'm successful today. First, I would like to bring awareness to why I believe you should help out. The crime rate. Many young people today commit crime because of money or lack of. If more opportunities were available, first, I would believe that there would be no senseless need for robberies or shootings. I would like to bring up one thing from a Baltimore rapper that I was interested in. He has said a very interesting thing to me. He said the easiest and fastest way to get money is by doing illegal activities. And I respect him for saying that because he made it aware that this is how young people are making money. And this is why so many young people are being incarcerated today because of lack of jobs or lack of opportunities. It's sad to see young people arrested, locked down, held back. But this is the reality of how things are. In the streets, they offer a way out. And that's very unfortunate. Well, let me not say that. Let me not say that. In the streets, they believe is a way out because it's available to them. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. But the streets claim they offer a way out, but it's really not. It's just a faster way to get locked up and locked down. Another thing that I would like to say is that you shouldn't give up on young people so fast. A young person like myself, speaking from experience, I come with a eagerness, a hungriness to learn and strive for excellence. YouthWorks had offered that opportunity to me. I've been with YouthWorks for 8 years, and I love every day of it. I wake up every morning not regretting a single decision that I made with YouthWorks. It had opened so many doors to me. I'm in college now. I had received an $11,000 scholarship from the Comcast Foundation, and most of that is contributed from YouthWorks because YouthWorks had built character. One thing that I had learned from working at Tapsco Valley State Park was character. Building yourself up. You have to build yourself up to better yourself. And that's one thing that I had learned. And that was one of the main things that they had stressed. They give you a little list of characteristics that you need to build. And that's one of the things that I worked on. Lastly, I would like to end off by saying it is important for everyone in this room to find some way to contribute. I'm not asking for much, but just do what you can, whether it's donating or providing jobs for these youth. Youth might not tell you that they need help, but I'm telling you. I'm an inner city youth. I've been in Baltimore City for 20 years. I know what it's like. I see it. I grew up around it. I have friends that did some of the illegal things and they regret it. If they had the opportunities that I had, they would surely take it. And they told me this time and time again. So I'm just asking for just some assistance as much as you can, it would really go a long way. Thank you.
Let's give him another round of applause. I feel compelled to say this because, what he said is what a lot of young people think, that crime is the only way. And we know, and that's what this program teaches, and I think that's what he was expressing, that crime is not the only way. And not only do we have a Youth Works program, we have a year-round jobs program for young people in our city. We started out with 10 youth, we're up to 50, we expect to go to 300. This is for young people who want and need to work, and that's part of the conversation that people don't understand. We have homeless youth in our community, and I think many of you may or may not have heard the story of the young man that I stopped one morning at 10 a.m. Who was standing out on the corner squeegeeing at 10 a.m. And I said, go to school now, only to encounter him that same evening at 9:30 at night sitting on the sidewalk waiting for his mother, as he said. I took his name, I went up to his school and asked him what could I do for him, only to find out later on, long story short, that he was actually homeless. They were squatting in different places. Was one of 5 children. Mother was drug addicted. One of his sisters had been in foster care since she was born because of drug addiction. We have a lot of issues in our communities, but we have a responsibility to make sure we wrap our arms around our young people and let them know that there is a brighter future. Youth Works is one of those positive reinforcements in our neighborhoods, in our communities, that require adults' participation. It requires us going beyond what we think is our capacity or capability. And that's what this tournament is about. Larry's already commitment of $25,000, BG&E's commitment of $25,000 helps us to create jobs and opportunities for our young people. We have, as you've already heard, 16,500 young people who went through the process. And everybody doesn't go through the process, and that's a part of what happens, is that when they slip out of the classroom or they end up on our street corners, they don't get access to the information. So we're out there every day trying to provide that information so the young people in this city know that there are people who care. We want our young people to have opportunities. I made Baltimore City Community College free, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse about why we can't become the best that we can be. So this is a city that's on the rise, but more importantly, a city that recognizes how important our young people are. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your words with us, and we look forward to your continued growth and your future. Larry, I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, this is actually, this is pretty sobering because I'm looking at the mayor. She doesn't have any notes. And I'm trying to figure out what I was going to say, and I have all these, talking points. It's because I think she talks from the heart. She is, her level of passion is amazing, so she doesn't need any notes. She is very committed to Baltimore, very committed to golf, and very committed to youth. And that's what the Mayor's Cup is about. So I thank you immensely for coming out and supporting. And we have this amazing...
This is the Mayor's Cup.
And Mr. Mayor's Cup. Thank you.